morning and happy Monday. It is pouring down rain outside, as you just saw. It's been pouring down rain all night, which was a very cozy soundtrack to sleep. I woke up early this morning and read my book. I'm almost done with it. I'm reading The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. It is a very well-written story, as all of her stories are, but it is heavy. It is really, really heavy and treacherous. So I'm looking forward to getting through it and hopefully picking up something that's a little bit more lighthearted. Rebecca Yaros's new book, who's the author of Fourth Wing, but this is not a fantasy book. This one is a contemporary romance. It's called Variation. That actually might be out today. And so I'm going to read that book. Okay, so it looks like it comes out tomorrow, which is perfect. I will finish The Four Winds tonight, and that will be tomorrow, and that will hopefully be more uplifting. All of Kristen Hanna's books give me better history lessons than I ever learned in school. They're just so good. They're so good. The Nightingale is so good. The Women is the best book that I read this year about the women in the Vietnam War. It's also good. This one is about the Dust Bowl and people leaving the Great Plains in the 1930s to go out west and the struggles that they faced. Just rough times. And it's just been, the book is like, oh my gosh, there's no coming up for air. Everything keeps getting harder, and I'm sure that's how it really was. So it's good to really learn the reality of it, but also it's heavy and hard to read. A book that's just so heavy like that. So I'm going to read something lighter after. It's a little after 9. Riley just left to drop the kids off at school. I'm going to go work out, and then I have a lot of work up at my office to get done. I'm hoping this week is a more smooth and normal week in our family. Last week was a bit all over the place for a variety of different reasons. And so we're just all feeling like we need just some normalcy and some routine this week. I am trying to get back into making dinner every single night. So I bought a bunch of ingredients for easy dinners, like crock pot meals and things that are 30-minute meals, very simple. Because I know that we don't have the ability at this point to do any kind of long or elaborate meal. So we're going to try to eat real dinners every single night, because that has not been the case for a few weeks now. We've been super busy, but that's okay. It's a cozy fall day. Super rainy. I need to take Charlie out, our dog, and he does not like the rain, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I'm going to head off to the gym and then head to work, and I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Welcome to another week. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope that you are having a great day, whatever day it is for you. It's later on Monday evening. I actually have no idea what time it is, maybe 9:30 or 10. The kids have been asleep for a while, and Riley's working late. So I've been getting the rest of Christmas up. So I put up the stockings and the tree skirt, and then I just pulled out our yearly ornaments, which are my favorite. So here's 2014, the year that we got engaged, and then 2015 is the year that we got married. And then 2016, 2017, 2018. Then we had Nora in 2019. So there's 2 that year, one of her sweet little baby face. And then in 2020, our little family of 3. And then Colin joined us in 2021. So here's his birth. And there's a second one for that year too, of his sweet little face. And then 2022. And 2023. And then I'll have to get 2024 for this year, but this is our family's
story and ornaments. I love pulling these out every year and looking at them. It's amazing how they, there's just so many now. It's wild, but very, very sweet. And I have to decide what picture I'm going to use for our 2024 picture. That will be the 10th year since we started in 2014. In other news, I decided to go ahead and wash our couch. So I pulled all the cushions off and they're all in the laundry, and I will wash and dry them and put them back. It's been a little over a year since I've last done it, and it's time. This couch color is very forgiving, but there comes a point when you've got to replace, or refresh, however you want to say it. And then over here, our tree, the kids put all of these ornaments on. Riley reached up and put some of them up top, so very few fragile ones. But then I still have this box, and there are several more of these trays. And then all of these are mostly our Disney ones, and they're all fragile. And I do like to have them out because I really enjoy looking at them. So I'm going to go ahead and open some of these. Some of them I have labeled Colin's First Christmas 2021, First Visit. You can see a baby moon down there, Gold Mickey and Minnie. So I need to go through those and pull some of them out because, like I said, I like to have them up, but I didn't want to risk them getting broken because they are very precious to me. I was just starting to go through the fragile ornaments, and I came across this one, and obviously it's broken on the toe. I think it fell off last year when we were taking them off the tree, and I was actually pretty upset about it because this was a gift from my Aunt Sharon when I was moving out here to Texas after graduating from college, and it was the furthest, it still is to my knowledge, in my whole entire family on both sides, the furthest that anyone's ever moved away from home. And so it was just like a really big deal, and it felt like a really big step. And so anyway, she got me like this really cute cowgirl boot ornament to signify this new chapter in my life, which obviously ended up being the best decision I ever made, because then I met Riley and we got married and our whole life is here. And I forgot that at the end of the season, Riley had spent the season hunting down a replacement for me. And we never did hang this up because he gave it to me after Christmas, and it is pretty much the exact same. It's a little tiny bit different, but it is virtually the same. And I was just so touched by his thoughtfulness because, I didn't throw like a huge fit about it. I just said, oh, that was a gift from Aunt Sharon when I moved to Texas. That one was kind of special to me. And he found this one for me to replace it. So I'm going to say my goodbyes with this one and move forward with this one. But I'll still remember that it was her that gave it to me, but also my sweet husband. Good morning. It's Tuesday now, and I just arrived up at my office. I got up early this morning, got some things done. I was up late last night, so first things first, I went and grabbed a coffee from my favorite little local place called Sweet Jane's, and this is a coconut cream pie latte, I think. I was between a few, and I settled on this one, but I've never had this one before. Let's try it. Ooh. Well, I like that a lot. You very rarely see me in a hat, but I was wanting to wash my hair last night, and I just was doing everything else besides take a shower. For example, I washed my entire couch. I put up all the ornaments. I was just doing all variety of things. And I don't know if you can see, I have so many orders to do today. So I usually get sweaty when I'm packaging all these orders and moving around all day. So I figured I'll do all that and then I'll wash my hair this afternoon. Just so that it's fresh after a day of work. So a hat it is. I'm glad I work alone a lot of the time, and definitely when I'm not feeling my best, because I can just show up and just do my thing. I am currently listening to an audiobook for the first time in a while. I realized earlier this year that I don't really enjoy listening to audiobooks that much unless they are nonfiction. I get annoyed listening to the reader, I think. Not because the narrators are bad. Usually they're extremely talented. But the audio input, I think I find overstimulating. And so what ends up happening is books that I really love, that I have read with my eyes, when I listen to them, I don't like them nearly as much. And I notice that I rate audiobooks as a whole much lower than I rate books that I've actually read. And so I decided, I'm like, well, then I'm just not going to listen to audiobooks because I want to enjoy books. However, there at this time of year isn't tons of time for me to read except for right before bed. And so I want to get more books into my life. So a book that I've been wanting to read for several years now is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm sure you've seen this book. It is super, super famous. It's won lots of awards. People talk about it a lot. And people have shared with me over and over and over that I should read it. And so I'm listening to it now. And actually, there are multiple narrators doing different voices and whatnot. And that helps me a lot, I think. I don't know why, it just does. So I'm enjoying it. I have 3 hours left. I think it was about 12 hours to start. So I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. But yeah, that's what I'm reading. And then I still have 2 more chapters left in The Four Winds. And then today, Variation came out by Rebecca Yarros. So I'm definitely going to dive into that next. So I've got like a lot of good books on my upcoming list. Very excited. So I'm going to drink some coffee and get going. I also got one from this bakery. They have it's called the Spicy Pig, and it's a homemade fresh biscuit with homemade pimento cheese and some spicy bacon, and it's so delicious. I love it so much. So it's really heavy because it's on a biscuit, so I usually have half of it and then put it in my fridge at work and then half of it in a couple of hours. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm a bit tired today, so I'm just trying to energize myself. Riley didn't get home until 11 last night because he was working to get so much of my stuff done, which I really appreciate. This lighting is very weird, but we're cranking out these holiday orders, and I'm so grateful for that. And that's all there is to say. So that is what we are going to be doing on this day. And then for dinner tonight, I'm thinking maybe white chicken chili sounds pretty good. Something like that, maybe. That actually sounds really good now that I've said it. I'm craving it. Welcome to my Tuesday. It's 5 o'clock. I just finished up at work. This is the most I've packaged in one day in a long time. It's probably about 300 to 400 garments. I'm really tired, but happy to have it all done, and I'm gonna go home now. All right, it's about 10:30. I just closed the kitchen down for the night, and Riley fell asleep putting the kids to bed. Poor guy, he's exhausted. And I think our Christmas decorations in here are done. I put all the couch cushions back this afternoon, and I pulled out all of our Christmas pillows. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. And this pillow over here, and then that plaid throw. So this is all cozy. And I found this. I don't know where this is from. Southern Living Christmas at Home. I don't even know what year it's from, but I thought it was cute, so I put it out on our ottoman. And then I just put up this little Merry Christmas tray, and then I stuck one of these. This is actually a pick, but I thought it was pretty. And then I pulled out all the rest of the fragile ornaments that I was going to put out for this year. And obviously the stockings. The only thing we don't have is a star, because the star that we have is broken. So I ordered a big ribbon because we don't have a lot of space to work with. These ceilings are tall, but this tree is really big. And then our tree skirts down there. And then I always lay out the kids' outfits here the night before. Every single night I do this. And they know to come here to get dressed in the morning because we always are watching cartoons and eating breakfast. And this is just the area where we end up getting them dressed. So Nora has a cute little Thanksgiving program at school. So I have this extremely precious, let me get it to focus, smocked pumpkin dress. She'll also wear this for actual Thanksgiving, but Riley and I are going to her school tomorrow to have a little Thanksgiving meal with her class, which will be really cute. And then little knee-high socks and these cute little shoes. Adorable. So she's dressed like that. Colin doesn't have anything like that tomorrow, so he's just dressed in his normal play clothes. And then Riley picked up this book. We have like Goodnight Construction Site, and then we have like Merry Christmas Construction Site, and then this one is the Thanksgiving version. The kids love these books. So this is our Christmas living room. It's very cozy. And honestly, the coziest part about it is that our couch is cleaned. That task has been weighing on, and actually I think that this cushion and that cushion need to be switched because you can see how this one's jutting out and that one's too far in. That task has been weighing on me for like 6 weeks. Every time I walk out here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to wash these couch cushions because you just need to. And I just kept putting it off because it is a big task. So I washed them in 2 batches last night, and then it took about 45 minutes to put them all back on because they're tight. So it takes a while. Maybe with 2 people would be easier, but I was doing it alone because Riley worked late. So anyway, but I'm very happy with the result. I mean, isn't this cozy? Don't you just want to curl up and watch a Christmas movie? Because I surely do. This is the earliest I think we've ever like been fully decorated for Christmas, and I'm actually really, really enjoying it. It has brought a peace to the house that I am just really relishing. So with that, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys look amazing. Okay, let's go get in the warm car.
I'm gonna get a toy, Daddy.
Well, good morning. It is Wednesday morning now, and I actually just finished filming a video in this same spot, and I was talking about all the different ways that we're like chilling this holiday season, simplifying the season, slowing down, spending less money, and just spending more time together and with people that we love. So that video either was out the previous video or will be the next video on this channel, so make sure to check that out if you're looking for ideas on just slowing down. I am currently listening to a new audiobook, and I cannot recommend it enough. I have cried my way listening through it. So the book is called The In-Between by Hadley Vlaus, and you may have seen her on TikTok or on Instagram. She is a hospice nurse, and she is sharing, each chapter is sharing one of her patients' stories, and basically just talking about the incredible, like the beauty of death, also the hard parts of it, but talking about, for example, one of the chapters was this woman was just talking to her sister, but her sister had passed away years before. And so her daughter called Hadley, the nurse, and said, my mom's really like, her mind is going. So Hadley came, and the woman who was the patient, who was in her bed, was carrying on this whole conversation. You know, they could only hear or experience one side of it with her sister. And she said, my sister said, we're going on a trip and she's here to take me, and, you know, we're going on a trip tomorrow. And sure enough, the next day, the woman had a beautiful passing, and one of the last things her daughter said to her was, go be with your sister, Mom. I know you've missed her. And oh my gosh, I don't want to talk too much about this book because literally I have just been like cleaning up my house and folding laundry and whatever, and just like tears streaming down my face. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm listening to it on Audible, and Hadley is actually the one narrating it. She's the author and the nurse, and she's the one narrating it too. And it is just, it is just a beautiful thing to read in kind of the mental state I've been in lately, where I've been in this grieving state. I talked about it a lot in last week's vlog. I don't really want to go all into it because I'm about to leave for a Thanksgiving program at Nora's school, and I want to walk in and look like a fresh and happy mom and not like one who's been crying all morning. But it's truly, truly, truly beautiful, and it just takes I think that when the author Hadley wrote it, I remember following along with her, you know, TikToks and her Instagram reels and whatnot. I think she said that one of the reasons she wanted to write it was because she used to be super afraid of death, and after having experienced it time and time again as a hospice nurse, she's just seen a different side of it, and there's no longer fear surrounding death for her because she's seen how beautiful it can be. And obviously that's not always, you know, some people's deaths are not beautiful, like dying in like a really tragic accident or something like that. But I think her point more is that she has never known whether she believed there was something on the other side or not. Like, she never knew if she believed in an afterlife or in heaven or whatever. And she herself is unsure what her beliefs specifically are, but she said she fully does believe that there is something after this life because of the in-between that she's seen so many times when patients are actively dying and kind of crossing over to the other side. And it's just really beautiful, honestly. I recommend it so highly. It's one of my favorite books I've read this year or listened to, and just beautiful. I don't know how else to say it. So that's what I've been listening to this morning. And then I'm going to edit this video that I just filmed. I'm heading out. I need to head out here in about 10 minutes to go to Nora's little Thanksgiving lunch at school. She looked so stinking cute this morning. Riley and I are both going, and it's going to be so cute. It's going to be so cute. So they're doing like this little parent-kid luncheon thing. Very sweet. So that's what we're up to on this Wednesday. I am feeling so much better. I felt yesterday was a really good day. I packaged a trillion orders, it felt like, but it was just late, and like 11 o'clock, I really wanted to get in bed, but I'm like, you know what? No, like, I'm going to take a nice long hot shower, wash my hair, and just feel fresh. And I woke up this morning and I feel like a whole new person, even though I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. I just feel good. So that is good. Okay, I am going to head out here, and I'll see if I can film anything, you know, just of Nora at this little Thanksgiving thing, because it's about to be super cute.
Remy. Oh. Are there two Remy's?
Yeah, me too. Go right up. That's great. No, well, that's something. Yeah.
What does it say?
I'm thankful for my family.
Oh, that's so sweet. Good morning. It's a little after 7 here on Thursday, and I just made a yummy cup of coffee. So good every time. And the kids are watching cartoons, and I just emptied the dishwasher, switched the laundry, just all of the normal morning tasks that I like to do. I do have a workout this morning at 9 a.m. and then the kids go to school around that time. So we have a couple more hours, which is nice. I like to have a slower morning. I finally finished the book, The 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna last night. Not my favorite of hers. It was just so depressing. I kept waiting for the story to have like some glimmer of hope, and it just was so depressing. So the writing and like the history of it, I think were like fully 5 stars, but the overall rating that I gave the book was 3 stars. If I could do half stars on Goodreads, I would do 3.5 stars. It was just heavy, just so heavy. And I realize that not every book is meant to like uplift you and make you feel so hopeful about life, but it was trudging, like it was treacherous to trudge through the book at times, not because of the writing, certainly not because of the writing, but because it was just so depressing. So that wouldn't be one that I would recommend. It had been recommended to me over and over, and it's not that I'm surprised, but I am a little surprised. So I downloaded Rebecca Yaros's new book, Variation. I haven't started it yet because it took me
a while to get through to the end of, the last 10% of the Four Winds, because I would just read a few pages and be like, oh, this is just hard to read before bed. So I'm going to read that. Kristen Hanna's The Great Alone is on my list for my next book of hers, but I need a break from her. We're on a break for a moment, and then I'll pick it back up. So that's book conversations. Oh, and then I finished listening to The In-Between, and I can't recommend that book enough. It is, talk about a book that's the opposite. It's like so, it is sad at times, but overall it's just so, it's like a warm hug. It's, what's the right word? It's just beautiful. I know that's what I keep saying, but it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And I highly, 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 highly recommend it, especially if you are grieving at all this holiday season. I highly recommend it. It brought me so much peace and comfort. So, great book. Maybe my favorite nonfiction book I've ever read. I love it. I want to listen to it again, maybe every year. I just loved it. Anyway, I'm going to continue with my morning stuff and get the kids dressed, get myself dressed. I just put on a big sweatshirt over top of my pajamas because it's chilly in the house. It feels like real fall. So we're just taking life day by day. I packaged up a whole trunk full of orders again yesterday. And so I'm starting to drag a little bit. By Thursdays, I'm really starting to drag, but I've got my coffee. I'm in a good mood. I got some good sleep last night. And so we're just going to have a great Thursday. I don't know when the last time I turned on the camera is, but it's 4:30 on Thursday. I have a really bad headache right now, and we are struggling with the energy. The energy is a major struggle. I was just beating myself up about why I'm so tired all the time, and I just don't understand why, where is my energy? And then I put that thought out of my mind and was working, and I looked and I saw that from in November of 2023 versus in November of 2024, and it's not even been Black Friday yet, I have had a 264% increase in sales. I'm trying to remember exactly. And I was like, oh, maybe that's why I'm a little bit tired. It's so cool. It is so cool. It's the best kind of exhaustion to have poured 1 billion hours into this business and then to watch it actually grow and become something cool is so rewarding. It is so rewarding. It's also a bit tiring, but really it's just mainly rewarding. So if you have ever even just browsed my site, Blair Lamb Design, I appreciate it so much because this was this tiny little dream and it's become a real thing and it's so cool. So anyway, my sister-in-law and I were going to go see the Wicked movie tonight, which I am really looking forward to seeing. I've seen Wicked on Broadway. It's been years, and I loved it. I loved it. So I would really, really love to go and see the movie, and we were planning on going tonight, but I just called her, and I was like, I am so tired. The movie's really long. It's 2.5 hours long. I said, I think I might fall asleep during the movie. And she's like, let's just go another night, So we're just going to go a different night. I have a weird relationship with needing to rest, as I have talked about on this channel before. And I've been thinking about it more because it's not only just that I find it hard to rest. I also feel guilty and ashamed, I think, sometimes when I feel really tired. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I shouldn't feel this tired. Even though, there's a kid do you see that? Here he is. Oh, he's doing tricks. Even though everybody's tired at this time of year, there's a lot going on. It's normal to be tired. And I have a lot on my plate. A lot of us have a lot on our plates. It's okay. And I think that it, everything stems from childhood. I think that it stems from the fact that truly
my mother was and is never tired. Like, I say that laughing, but I'm not kidding. She always jokes that the gift that God gave her was the gift of energy. And like in every circle of people she's ever been in, she always gets the Energizer Bunny Award because she does not struggle with energy. Like it takes a lot for her to be sleepy and tired. She's just at 100. I don't know. I'm like stumbling over my words because it sounds crazy and it's a wild phenomenon, but I've never met anyone like her. And I didn't realize until I was an adult how unusual that is. And like she's so blessed by that. But like so many of my friends' parents and things all my life would be like, your mom is just like, I can't even believe her. And I just was like, that's all I knew. Well, now as an adult, I'm like, oh, it's really unusual to have that level of energy all of the time. Most people don't. I've actually never met anyone who does. Just the one who is like, was my main, female role model growing up, obviously. So I've had to like recalibrate my brain. I guess I need to continue doing it as an adult because I never saw her rest. I just never did. Like, she didn't watch TV. I just never saw her rest. And I'm not blaming her. She didn't need to rest. I don't know that she really needed to. Her rest would be like, I'm not being funny. She would be like, I've had a long week at work. I'm going to go take, a 10 or 20 mile bike ride tomorrow. And I'm not exaggerating. Whereas I need to sleep for 10 or 20 hours. So I don't know. I don't think I've like processed this fully, but it's funny that the things that we see modeled to us growing up form so much of our framework for normalcy. And sometimes the things that we saw growing up were not normal. Not that they were bad or good. They just were not the average typical experience. And that I think this is that for me. So all that to say, I'm tired. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm happy. I'm doing well. Everything's going well, but I'm just sleepy because it's been a lot, and that's okay. It's Thursday today, and tomorrow I am taking the morning off of work, and I'm going to go meet up with my best friend from college, Ange, and her kids and my kids, and we're going to go and do a little fun thing. So that'll be good, and then hopefully there'll be a little time slot sometime this weekend that my sister-in-law and I can go see Wicked, because I would really love to see it with her, hopefully this weekend. Preferably when I don't think I'm going to fall asleep. I just got this ornament in the mail and added the picture. So we have our 2024 ornament, and I just found an empty spot on the tree to put it. And the funny thing is that it's very close in proximity to our 2014. So we have 10 years from getting engaged in 2014 to our beautiful family. So grateful.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Wait, Mommy, wait until I can get my puzzle. I'm going to show this. I got my puzzle.
You got your puzzle?
And it's new. Mom, can I?
Oh.
Some kind of like pellet holder.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
A fire. I got some sticks. And there's one star. Wow, gosh.
Daddy's building a fire, Colin? What are you guys gonna do once he builds it?
What are we gonna have, guys?
The birthday.
No, what are we gonna like cook something, you think?
Can I put it It's that big! It's that
Like
big!
s'mores maybe?
You guys are gonna have s'mores with Daddy?
Can I put this in? Yeah, this
Sure.
one too. Can we do this one too?
Yeah. Toss them in.
Come on, find some more sticks. Dad, we're gonna find some more sticks.
You're a great dad.
Thank you.
We need a
Can I share my little life hack?
Yes.
Let's go find one.
I heard that if you buy this 5-pound bag
And one. Look.
fuel pellets for like a wood
Look.
burning, like a wood. Hey,
Look.
put Charlie inside. Put him inside.
Look, there I got the big stick.
You throw these in the stove and it's supposed to burn for a long, long time. But I need like a.
And just like less work than.
Put some pellets in.
I need some more. I need something like down there to hold the pellets so they don't fall through the grates. But
Oh.
you can buy that. You can buy anything really.
Well, that's true.
But we're gonna try this out instead of firewood this year.
I can pick.
This is like the cost of.
We still have some firewood.
This is like the cost of 4
I
sticks of
can
firewood.
pick a pill to
Wow, and there's a
put
lot.
in the bucket. Wow.
Good morning. It's Friday. We are actually heading to get Colin a haircut here. And then we're going to go hang out with Angie and go to the Explorium. Let's go on in. We just pulled up to the Explorium and Nora said, look, that's Colin right there. Oh my gosh. How cool is that, Colin?
It's me.
I don't know if you're up here.
Follow me way over there. No. No. There's more sandals.
Can you believe that?
It's me, Colin. And all the books. All the books were for me.
Oh my gosh.
I need a picture. Your mom's gonna be mad. Cheese.
Hi, baby Oats. Oh my gosh, you are the most beautiful baby boy. We've got a kids' table going. I threw a crock pot meal in here. Ooh, and now it's all steamed up, and it's for a creamy white chicken chili. And it's absolutely delicious, and it was so easy. You literally dump a bunch of stuff in here, and then you mix it up before you eat. So I'll leave a link to the recipe below. A really easy meal to make that's yummy, especially when you're busy. You can just pop it in the morning, and then on the recipe it said it needed to go for 6 to 8 hours on low, but I didn't. I actually did it this afternoon, like when we got back, and so I ended up doing it for 4 hours on high, but it's the same result. Very, very yummy. Also, Riley made the first fire of the season. So we've got that going there. It looks like the stockings are right over it, but there's actually some solid clearance, so don't worry. But very, very cozy in here. I was just sitting in here reading, and I actually fell asleep, and I woke up and thought, oh, this is why I love this time of year. Hello, it's 10 o'clock in the evening here on Friday, and we've got, Riley likes the multicolored Christmas lights. I prefer the white ones, so we switch back and forth. So he was in here most recently, so he switched it to that. It's really cool to be able to have a tree that can switch, so I'm fine with it. But we've got the stockings up. The fire just burnt out. We had our first fire of the season indoors tonight. It's just been a lovely day, honestly. It's been such a nice day. This week has been long in a lot of ways, and today was just really a sweet ending to like the weekdays. My kids and I had so much fun with Ange and her kids, and we went to the Children's Museum and had just a really nice time there. We always have such a good time there. And then we went to In-N-Out for burgers for lunch afterwards, and then we came back here, and on the way home, driving back here, both of my kids fell asleep for the whole ride, really. So they fell asleep, and then we all hung out. Riley did a fire pit with them outside this afternoon while I was reading, and then I fell asleep. And anyway, it was just like a really nice Friday. So I'm really grateful for that. I really appreciate you being here with me this week. And let's see, the next time I talk to you will be on Thanksgiving Day. So I hope that your Thanksgiving Day preparations are going well if you're here in the States. Remember that I just posted a Thanksgiving outfit idea video with easy options that are right from Amazon. So I will link that below, as well as just the Amazon list. So you don't even have to watch the video. You can just go straight to the list and just order if you need something quick and easy to feel pulled together for the Thanksgiving holiday. I also put together a gift guide, a series of gift guides, I should say, for kids stocking stuffers, adult stocking stuffers, gifts for men, gifts for women, gifts for boys, and gifts for girls. I have been adding more and more ideas to all of those lists every couple of days, if not every day. So be sure to go and check those out if you're looking for some simple and easy gifts for the loved ones in your life this holiday season, so you don't have to spend too much time on it. You can just check out those gift guides. I've had some really great feedback on that, and I really appreciate that. So anyway, I will see you guys soon. Have a wonderful week leading up to Thanksgiving, and I will see you then. Bye.